So this is my 36 gallon. I've not really videoed it much. It's the kind of tank I just leave. I don't do a lot to it. Sometimes I forget to clean it. But I've had a problem with my female rainbow fish in here. I had to take out my other female rainbow fish here because they were picking on her, and she got an ulcer on her side. So I cleared that up and she seemed to be fine. And then she went down with this awful fungus. It was everywhere. I thought first of all that she had something really bad. It was going to kill her, and the tank might, all the other fish would die. But she's been like it now for about a month, and no other fish are sick. I've not lost a fish, and I've got old fish in here, really old fish. So I'd gone through all the treatments for all the different things I could find. Nothing's worked. Anyway, so I went back to Malafex and all those sort of things, and that does seem to have worked. She seems to, her ulcer's cleared up. She still has all these sort of fuzzy things on her, but they seem to be clearing up. The worst ones just went when I went back to just the simple Malafex. It just seemed to clear up near enough overnight. And but I can't keep on putting medication in this tank because I'm going to spoil the bacteria. So I'm just doing extra cleaning and giving her food with garlic in it, trying to do that. But she's a lot better. She's swimming about a lot more. She looks a mess. She's at the back there. Can't really. She has all these sort of white fungusy things on her, but that was all over her. She had string coming out of her body. That's all gone. And so I've treated for every disease I could, and there's nothing I can do. Stress maybe, perhaps because she had other fish in there and now she hasn't, and she likes having other fish in there, but they didn't like her, so they picked on her, and now she's depressed. I don't know. So I'm starting to put something in the tank now that is supposed to help with their slime coat and stuff like that. I haven't lost any fish in here at all. All the other fish are fine and dandy, but you know, you can only do like 10 days worth of medication before you have to stop. So I'm going to have to give a break and see what happens. I've got another few guppies in here. Eventually this tank is just going to be for my white clouds. Nothing else is going in here. These are all the fish. All the fish that are in here are the ones I've only got one left of, or two or three, like my mummy knows, and ghost tetras. I do like my ghost tetras, and I really do want to get some more. I've got 3 in here. As I say, I've let this tank really do its own thing, and I haven't seen none of these fish. None of them have been sick. But she's just, I don't know. As I said before, I have had terrible trouble with my rainbow fish. Only my rainbow fish. They seem to get everything going. And so one of my Madagascars, my female, she looks a bit depressed at the moment. She's got a few rips in her tail. I've been treating her with Malafex as well, so she seems a little bit better at the moment. I just don't know. I think that perhaps the 2 females picking on her, I took them out as soon as I really noticed it, but by then she was probably already stressed. but she is feeding. It's just so, it goes from one thing to another. Well, I can't think what it would be, because most fungus diseases will spread to other fish. I mean, she's been like this for a month, and none of the other fish have caught anything. My guppies are so tiny, I think you can tell when you see them. These are all full grown. In fact, most of them are quite old now for guppies. So I shall just see what happens by changing the water quite often, feeding her really good food, and see if I can. I've got nowhere to put her, and I have found that when I remove a fish from a tank to treat them, they die, and a lot of time when I leave them in a tank, they're fine. They will recover. So I'm hoping that she recovers, because my other turquoise female, she gets fungus on her quite often, and it just disappears. And that's because they're always fighting, and they take a nip and she gets fungus. I sometimes treat it, or I just leave it, she gets over it. But I'm still carrying on with my rainbows because I do love them. I see so many people don't seem to have any trouble with them at all.